good morning. It's still very early, it just got light out, and we are back. As we said, we're back at the spot we were ice fishing for pike last week. The goal for today is to do things right. You know, it took us all day to really figure out the patterns and properly get those bites, and you know, obviously I lost those fish. But we did manage to get one through the hole. You know, a really nice pike that Goldie got. So now the objective is, okay, let's mimic all the stuff that we learned, do everything right, and see if we can increase our chances and actually get some pike out on the ice. So today, you know, Goldie might not be fishing as much. He does have a sore hand from a few sessions ago. But Andrew has joined us, and you've never been ice fishing before, right?
Never.
Never. So this is going to be a learning experience for you. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what you're going to be doing. Then I'll get you a rod stand, and you can sit in that chair and you can hunker down and see how boring ice fishing can actually be until it gets exciting. So what you're going to be using is kind of like a medium heavy action rod. It's pretty stiff, pretty rigid, but there's a lot of curve to it, so it can absorb the shock of that line, and it's really good for fish the size that we're going after. And we are going after pike, so these are toothy critters that are like this long, and they're going to fight like the demon. Okay, so all you're going to be using is a nice little jig head with a good sized minnow on. Okay, what we're going to have you do is you're going to just slowly lower this down. So you just guide it down, you know, don't just let it all go, because then it might twist and tangle. And we should be, the line's been on this reel a while, there's a bit of memory to it, but this curling will go away through the day as you use it. But we should be in about 12 to 14 feet of water right here. Okay, so whenever you're not sure, because of the curve in the line, it seems like you're on the bottom, but you can't quite tell. So just slowly reel down, and you'll see the tip move as soon as you get the weight of the bait there. So you should be just slightly off the bottom, and that's the idea. You want to be about that far off the bottom. The pike are going to be coming, swimming along, see it, move up, bite it. Okay? All right. So all you're going to be doing is just letting it sit, and every now and then just a couple of little jigs. Okay? Let it sit back down. A couple little jigs, let it sit back down. This will get boring until you really get yourself into a rhythm. Sometimes you can make a little bit erratic, make it slip. There's a fish right there. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, Andrew, this is your spot.
Let me take a step back for now.
It's a little hammer handle. Okay, so I think we found the right spot. We found the right depth, found the right tactic. Hey, Andrew, how do you like the look of what's not your first pike?
All right, looks like I got the good spot then.
So yeah, we already know that your hole is going to be productive. That was what, 4 jigs, 5 jigs? Okay. Toothy little critter.
Oh, he took our only dead minnow too.
That was the only dead minnow we had. So the ones we're after are about 2 or 3 times the size of this little guy, but that is a start to what I hope is a good session, and hopefully a good experience for you. Don't get your hopes up. It's not that easy.
Oh.
There you go. There he goes. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, it's not normally that easy, especially for pike, but
A little bit of good luck always helps.
Right off the bat,
this
you know,
proves that what we were doing last week was totally wrong.
Not totally wrong, but wrong for here.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's the body of water. Everything that we were doing last week should have worked just about everywhere else we would fish for pike, but for some reason it wouldn't work here. So adjusting the tactics, talking to some of the other locals that fish here regularly, and seeing what was working. You know, we made those adjustments. We got the bites last time, right off the bat.
What, it took 2 hours last time to get a...
2 hours for the first bite last time, and that was perch.
Perch.
And this one was 2 minutes, and we got little Jack. So I'm gonna get you another minnow. Do you think you have the idea how this is gonna work?
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for the catch, I mean, I'd probably be...
Okay, I'll bring a rod
for me.
stand over for you so that if you do want to walk away, all you have to do is just keep it down there on the rod stand so it's secure, and then you're basically just doing another technique called dead sticking. And that's pretty much how we're doing the day. We're each going to be setting up on one hole primarily. I will have a second line, so I'm going to dead stick one line and I'm going to jig another. Andrew, you're just going to be jigging, or you can dead stick if you want to get up and move around, keep yourself warm.
All right.
And Goldie's going to be doing the Goldie thing. Who knows, he'll probably pull out 10 fish today. But let's get you another minnow and give you another chance.
All right.
Or, sorry, let's give you a chance. Whenever you're going to be dead sticking, that minnow's going to be.
Yes, he is.
You want to make sure that this rod stand is not going to move.
Yeah, because the last thing you need is the rod going in there.
Yeah, well, we've lost rods doing this before. Okay. But the important thing is that the butt comes in back here, and the reel handle is behind this.
Okay.
Okay. That way it'll balance properly. And then what'll happen is while you're walking around, just keep looking over. Make sure it's not tangled at the tip. And what's going to happen is when a fish takes it, if it's dead sticking, you're just going to see this. That tip's just going to start going south. Then you need to get your butt over here. Now, a word of advice, with these kind of stands, it's tricky to try and get all this out like that.
Yeah.
Until you're used to it. If you've got a fish on there, let's put that reel back on. I didn't tape this one. I'll tape this one later, okay? But just for the sake of making it easy for you, if you've got a fish taking that bait, come over, grab the whole stand.
And just take it all up?
Yeah, take it all up, okay?
All right.
We can always get more slush.
Yep. Yes, we can.
But just to keep it active and keep yourself busy, I would say do a little bit more light jigging. And you saw what I was doing, like I wasn't jigging it hard.
No, you were just very small amounts, very small.
And you want to always guide that line off the reel, okay? There's a lot of memory on this rod. It only gets used a couple times a year. So you're going to get all these curls. So we're just going to let that back down to the bottom. Should be there now. Always make sure you've tightened that up as much so it doesn't tangle around the reel. Tighten that up. There's the weight of the bait. A couple inches off the bottom. Okay. Now, the lower you keep the tip, the less the wind is going to affect it. Okay. You will feel the minnow swimming every now and then. When a pike takes that, it's going to be one solid boom.
Okay.
That's it. It's not going to be a carp one where they take off. It's not going to be a perch where it just does this. It's going to feel like that. Okay. Just a solid whack. And when you feel that, don't do this. It's not with your wrist. Put from your waist up, sweep set straight up. Just arms together, straight up. You get a nice even curve with that rod, and then start cranking. Don't forget to also tell us when you get a fish.
Okay, I'm assuming I don't have to do any tightening or anything because it's already tightened up, right?
You may, but hopefully one of us will be over here to help you and see how the drag needs to be adjusted depending on the size of the fish. That was a dink, but there are big ones in here. They're few and far between, but there are larger fish in here, and obviously we're going to want to play that a little bit longer. Are you set?
Yep.
Okay, I need to get a line in the water because I can't catch fish on everybody else's lines today. Because I'm going to go over there and fish off that point a bit.
So dumbfounded the fact they caught one just by putting the bait
Because
in.
that's what happens, right? Sometimes you go all day, you don't get a bite until you're about to leave. Other times,
You get one right off
you get
the
one as soon
bat.
as you start and then nothing. But now that we've got this place figured out, and the pattern figured out, we have a better chance of producing more fish through the day. Basically, all we're doing is we're replicating the best of what we did last week.
If I remember correctly, you said we were what, about 12 feet deep?
We should be between 12 and 15 where we are out here. When I go over there, I'm going to try and fish between 10 and 12. I'm going to go in a little bit. Basically, if I do it right, I should be able, as the fish are coming around that point over to us, I should be able to intercept some of them, get a few fish there, and then if I get activity there, then you guys are likely to get bites probably within the next half hour after me. If we do it right. If things follow the similar pattern to last week. Goldie! Ah, mother! I just lost a big one on the bit me off. A big one. Set the hook and I couldn't lift anymore. On the there goes $8. Well, I got a big fish below me somewhere because he was barely stung. Well, having to retie. I'm gonna have to retie again. I just lost a fish, a big fish. This heavier rod that I use, it doubled right over, and like I put a really good hook set into it, and I felt it just pull down once and snapped off. Maybe if we're lucky the action cam picked that up, but I don't think I stung that fish enough for him to take off, so I think he might still be in the area. I really wanted to talk about the jig that I was using there because it was a new one that I was using for the first time, and now it's gone, and that was the only one I had. So yeah, there's $8 gone. So I'm just gonna tie this on. I've got a piece of braided line attached to this jig to kind of act kind of like a leader, just to try and help eliminate some of the break-offs. So I'm just trying to tie a quick loop in here so I can tie my lighter mono to it, because an Albright knot's just not going to work with this light mono on this 20-pound braid. But wow, what a take, what power in that bite. Like, that was unreal. And it's only been about an hour, just over an hour I think, since we got the one when we started, so we're definitely doing things right. I might have gotten a little bit too excited by not putting the braid on that other jig. So before I talk about that jig, I'm gonna have to just buy some more and catch with them to show you. So we'll have to do that in another video. Oh man, that was a good fish. That was not like a little shaker, not a little hammer handle at all. That was a much better fish. Look at all these loose threads and tears in my suit. May I have a minnow, please? Did you bring me a minnow or a cicada? See that way that buzzed in there? That was really neat. Okay, so I've just got a jig, a bigger teardrop jig, a minnow, probably the smallest minnow in that bucket. Thanks, Goldie.
Yeah, no problem.
About 14 inches of 20-pound braid to kind of combat the break-offs in here, and then straight through to my 8-pound mono on my ice rods. So let's get this back down there. Now, I'm a little bit shallower than where Andrew and Goldie are set up, where we got that fish this morning. The other nice thing is I got a nice little weed bed right beside me. So I'm definitely fishing structure, and there's definitely some fish over here. I want to see if I can get that big guy back. Man, that was a hard bite. A lot of power there. When this rod has a nice even bend. Okay, that's why I bought this, for lure fishing, for fishing for walleye, for pike. This rod was bent there. That was a decent fish. And it was, man, like, first drop with that new jig wasn't even down there 2 minutes. That was unreal. So I'm gonna try and jig a fish back up here. Hopefully we can find another one. And I'm gonna tell Goldie to take the camera back over to the hut, because while I'm trying to get this fish, I'm gonna very quietly cry to myself, because wow, that was a good fish. Second bite of the day. I break off an $8 jig. Only a dedicated ice fisherman is that stupid.
I'm gonna go use the washroom and get a warm beverage. Would you like a warm beverage? Really?
You can swear.
Not want to come out.
And what you have to do is get their noses to come through the hole. And he can see me every time he gets close to the hole, so it freaks him out.
Oh boy. Is this more the size we were looking for?
Yeah. That's a good size. Oh, I got it. There it goes. Look at that, baby. Yeah.
Slimy.
Hey.
You got it on camera? Who got it?
I did.
Awesome. That's a good one. You need me for anything? You need me over there?
$100 bill?
No.
Okay, so See where the yellow is there?
Uh-huh.
Anywhere in there. If you go into this white spot here, that's their air sac and they'll hurt them. So if you can keep it up.
Between the yellow and just below the spine?
Yeah, so anywhere. Wasn't cool, dude. Anywhere along. Oh, I can't pick them up. You're gonna have to pick them up. I can't pick them up with this hand.
Come closer, damn it.
Oop. Dang it. Get him?
Yep.
Okay. Still running? He's still running? She do. So, since I've had two pike now, I've lost one. I broke my line off. The second one I just brought up, you saw him come in. Thought I'd do a little rig talk. So I am using a little chartreuse jig. Don't ask me what it is because I have no idea. And a live minnow. So last weekend we were using dead minnows that smelled really bad. And the live minnow seemed to be doing a little bit better. John's had a couple fish. The fish in the morning that we had, and he had a break off as well. So what I've done is, instead of going through their heads, just putting it right through their back there so they can swim around, and it's causing the pike to just go mental down there. And when the fish really starts getting going, then you know there's something got to be around, because they really get agitated. And then I just start slowly bringing it up, and the fish seem to be coming from the bottom and just grabbing onto them and just trying to get away with it. But yeah, that's basically all we're doing now. So everyone has now switched to this technique. John had it going through the normal way through its head. Andrew had it going through his head. So now we've all gone to through the back technique here, so the fish can still swim around, and it's causing enough of an agitation in the water to bring the pike up. So let's see if we can get another one. Hopefully we can, and it's probably his turn now because he hasn't had one yet. So let's get back to it.
Is my minnow still alive? My minnow still alive? It's not nearly as active as yours.
Your rod's also a lot stiffer than mine is.
So for all I know, he's freaking the hell out right now.
Well, if he's moving the tip, then yeah, he's going pretty. Come on, Mr. Little Fishy, catch a big fishy.
Mr. Fishy?
Mr. Little Fishy.
Mr. Fishy's a golden magic card. Thank you. So yes, we shall take a week to increase friendship, and then you shall have Mr. Fishy. Unless you yourself get yourself with Mr. Fishy.
Goldie, stop line! The rod went right in the water. Fish is gone.
Oh, I lost mine too.
He took the rod stand, the rod right in the water, and then it broke off.
So hold on, Jen just lost the rod?
No.
Or the stand?
Wow!
No. He just knocked it over.
That was on the big minnow.
Literally, just as you started calling that out, he got one as well.
I know.
I'm going to snap because I know we're doing everything right. Look at all the bites we're getting.
Yep.
Well, there's one pair of gloves completely soaked. But the rod stand did its job.
Good.
Took the whole rod stand in there, but it couldn't get down the hole, so that's why the line snapped.
Would you like my gloves for now?
No, I got another pair. I got 2 more pairs.
Alright, perfect. Somebody came prepared. Or I guess, multiple paired. I'll just show myself the door.
Good idea.
I'll just go fall on my ass again.
No, not a good idea.
To me, you don't want me breaking my bones?
I really hope that camera can see that entire hole there. Can see the whole thing.
John?
Yeah.
I'm very upset.
Why? Why is there no camera running?
There's a camera running.
Oh,
How about you chill out a little bit?
I'm freaking out.
Literally, as you
got yours.
Andrew, his fish could be swimming over towards
Nope,
yours.
it's right here.
You just gotta be careful that
somebody's
sometimes
trying to grab mine.
Well, look, there's a group of them coming through.
Yeah, there's a group here. It's got to be, because when you got yours, mine went off too.
Okay.
So you're like, Goldie, Goldie, and I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
I got my
well,
own fish here.
So you didn't say anything, right?
I never do.
Just be careful about the line running on the hole there.
I have to thank Dave for that.
Oh boy.
Hey, stop it. Stop it.
And that cord that came from
Holy smokes, buddy. Take a chill pill there.
Sit over here and mind my own when you deal with it.
So that, man, that was up in the water column too, that one.
Yep.
That was the one with the really big minnow. I had it set like 2 feet off the bottom.
There you go. Another result. Not as big as the last one. He's a little bit smaller, but...
That's a nice fish. I'm a mess out here. I'm losing fish, my suit's ripping open.
Bye.
I have a nice time.
Alright, we had all those bites this morning.
Yep.
Demeer calls. Now we should be able to pull out like 7.
I may have talked to him before he called you.
Saying what exactly?
That you needed a pep talk.
Oh, you prick.
You're having a rough day.
Father.
Okay, go slow, go slow, go slow. Keep the tension, keep the tension. Okay, okay, slow, slow.
Woo!
Slow, slow, slow. Okay, get his nose to come up. Get his nose to come up. Okay, yeah, don't freak out because I just saw him. Nice and slow.
Oh, they're going. Nose up and we can slide him right out. Yes, Andrew, yes! Awesome job. Buddy.
Whoa! Oh, no, 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 no! No!
Is he still on? Did he break the line?
No!
Okay, but he went back down the hole.
He spat the hook on and went down.
But we had him out.
We had him out.
It counts. It counts, Andrew.
I don't get publicity pictures though.
That's your first hard water pike, right? Was that near bottom?
Oh, that was coming up, wasn't it? Yeah, he was coming up.
Reeling it up from
Yep.
above?
Yep.
You know what the best thing about that is too? He knocked my minnow off and bit the hook.
Yeah.
The minnow went
Well, no.
swimming away and he came up with the hook.
Well, no, that's because he was trying to grab that and probably knocked the minnow. Oh man, that sucked. Good connection though.
I'm gonna try an experiment out there, Goldie. I have an idea. I think I know what's happening.
Okay.
Not why I'm losing, but why we're getting bites where we are.
Okay.
That still counts, Andrew.
Sweet. Now I got one.
Goldie?
Yeah.
Okay if I drop another line down and then your second line?
Yeah. Where are you thinking of putting it?
In that hole right by the slit there.
Yeah.
Fish. This is a good fish.
Be ready, the fish are back.
He's taking a lot of line. He's thrashing with his mouth open. That's why I love that stand. You hear the click and the drag, and once it's locked in, you know it's not going to go anywhere. Ooh. Stings like a freaking bullet. He's all over the place. It's a freaking rainbow. It's a rainbow.
Are you kidding me?
No, it's rainbow. He's all wrapped up in the line. That's why he's running so hard. It's a freaking steelhead. I'm going nuts right now. Oh.
Not the right time to do that.
Can you pull that line up for me? I don't want it in the water. This fish is all over the place. I don't want him to get tangled in it. I didn't even know rainbows could get up here. I've never seen a trout up here before. Never. It's not a small one either. Like this is a big trout.
Oh, you got one too.
This fish took a lot of line. He might have tangled in that line. He went over there. Let some line out. Let line out.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Just let the line out.
Open the bail.
He's tangled in that line.
Yeah.
Is that John's that got caught over here?
I got your jig. Your jig is hooked onto my jig. Okay.
Okay, close it.
You're untangled. You can reel yours in. Oh, he bent the hell out of my hook.
Stole your fish.
Look at this buck rainbow. Wow. This is incredible. We're not here for trout.
How's that for redemption?
Still not a pike, but oh my God, what a battle. You gotta look at this jig. The hook is mangled. I can't use this jig anymore. Look at it.
Holy, yeah, that's going the wrong direction now.
Yeah, it's lively minnow halfway up the water column. It's far down until you can't see it at all.
Yeah.
That's where they are. They're coming up to that level. Okay, so this needs to be retied. I was just about to set the tip up for the for that hole.
How bad was he fighting that he
I've never seen a rainbow up here. I've never even heard of trout being caught up here.
Well, there you go.
Give me a nice lively one. The lively ones are getting them there. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Don't fall in the water.
that rainbow was as big as all the pike. All right, a little bit of an update. It's been a tough morning for me. You know, Goldie's had some fish. Andrew had his first pike through the ice. And other than the one I landed first thing, I was losing every single thing I hooked up with. I've had, what, two hook pulls and 2 break-offs so far. Almost lost the rod at one point. You know, I'm not sure how much of that action camera caught what was happening, but yeah, really stoked to get that that unicorn of a rainbow that really shouldn't be in here. We've talked to a few people now, and we've never heard of any trout ever coming out of this part. So that's pretty wild. It's pretty exciting to have gotten that, and it absolutely destroyed my jig. So how I even landed that, I don't know. It was all over the place. It tangled into Goldie's line, and yeah, just an amazing battle, an amazing fish. So happy to have gotten it, but just blown away that it was even here. So right now, you know, Andrew's gone for a walk. He's just going to go stretch his legs for a bit. But the way it's been going is Andrew's fishing 1 line, Goldie's fishing 1 line, and I've been fishing 2. We're allowed to fish 2. So technically speaking, we could be fishing 6 lines while all 3 of us are over here. So with Andrew gone, Goldie's still running just 1 line. What we're going to do is we're going to put the tip up out for him. So he'll have 2 lines going, I'll have 2 lines going, and then when Andrew gets back, he can just stick with the 1 line because he is new to this. But we're finding that it seems that when the bites come, especially with the pike, the trout, like I said, a unicorn, a bit of a fluke. But when the pike are coming through, we seem to get 2 or 3 hits right at once. Because we had a doubleheader last week, a couple in close succession, and then we've had a doubleheader today and a couple of bites, you know, back to back. So it's clear that they're moving through in a group, which I've never heard of pike doing before. So yeah, it makes sense to maximize our chances. Little bit risky running so many lines so close. Like oh, there's fish, there's fish. Oh, come off right there. Oh man. Okay, so as I was saying there, it's a little bit risky having so many lines so close, but damn, that was a really good fish. The action cam definitely caught that one, right? Yeah, I got it to about 1.5 feet below the hole. I just got a glimpse of its head. It was not much bigger than the ones Goldie had. Maybe in and around the same size, but yeah. This longer rod might be a little bit too whippy. I maybe should be using something more rigid to drive that hook home, but that was another bite and another loss for me. Yep. I am so depressed about that. That was another good fish. Oh well. But yeah, I keep getting off topic here, but bottom line is fishing these lines so close, we don't want to have tangles. It could happen, it already has happened, but with fish moving through in a small group, if we can get 3 or 4 lines going at the same time, then we have a really good chance of getting a few more on the ice. Now, if we put 6 lines down or 5 lines down and all 5 go at the same time, well, we're screwed. Because there's no way we'd get to them all. All we have to hope for is that the rods don't go for a swim again. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to get this set line back. I need to keep an eye on this one because this could very easily go any second. And get some bait on the tip up, which is just going to be a big Raven sickle hook and a little stinger treble. I'm going to take the biggest minnow I've got out of that bucket. I'm going to drop it down with that with the tip up there. Hopefully that'll just sit there for a bigger fish. You know, if we get a smaller one, that setup will be perfectly safe for it, but I'm going to kind of hope for a bigger one on that one. What a great day we've been having. This is unreal. This is, I don't know, that was probably what, our 9th or 10th bite. Would you say so? Tenth bite. That's incredible. Like what a morning. Because it's just past lunchtime, right? Yeah, so we've done half a day, 10 bites. We've pulled out 4 fish. You know, not really great in the hook to land ratio, but man, we're having fun. Fish. Another little jack. As soon as I drop this thing down. Look at how small this is. The action cam should have that too.
Yep.
So believe it or not, this is not the smallest pike I've had in my lifetime. He's had a run-in with something.
Oh, wow.
The whole top half of his tail's been bitten off, but I have lures bigger than this fish. It's gorgeous though. Hit like a ton of bricks. I literally just put a fresh minnow on and dropped it down. There's so much water on the ice that this fish could literally swim around everywhere. Stop dropping!
Put it back in the hole.
He's going, there he goes. Oh man, okay, so we've proven now that I can catch rainbow in a spot that shouldn't have rainbow trout. And I can catch all the smallest pike amongst all the bigger ones.
No, you can land the smallest.
I can land the smallest. Everything else I hook, I lose. But, like, wow. What a day. And Andrew's missing out. Again. Goes for a walk, we start getting bites.
Actually, he's getting moved up.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Okay, so now we've got... You've got your line that you've been using. You've got the tip up out. We've got that line, we've got this one. So on the upside is working as a team. Anybody can grab any of the lines. Yeah, what we've got going on is all the water that's on the ice it has to go somewhere, and because the ice wants to lift up with all the weight of the snow gone, the water has to go somewhere. So the holes are just becoming a vortices of whirlpoolness. If those are even remotely close to the right terminology.
Say, was that even a word?
Well, they are proper words. If I used them in the right context, I may not have, but you know what? It's better to sound like Will than to not say anything at all. So the way everything is swirling around, we've almost got this rush of water and debris going straight down the hole, so I'm almost thinking that it might be creating a bit of an attractor to some of these spots. Man, that minnow is going nuts. I have a feeling that line's going to go again soon. Wow, the fish fought like a demon, and then it just popped out of the hole. I had no idea he was actually that small. Okay, so I need another minnow. I almost want Andrew to catch again. I kind of don't, but I almost do want him to get one. He did well. You're good. You've had more than one, and you only ever want to catch one.
It sucks.
What's that?
This wind sucks.
Oh yeah, the wind is bad. It's not as cold as it was last week. Maybe part of your problem is that you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
You're just doing that for Dom, aren't you? We're fishing for pike and you're wearing shorts. Dom should be happy. All right. I need a minnow. Need a minnow. Okay. Nailed that one. Well, the weather has gotten nasty. It's a beautiful day out, but the wind is just ridiculous. We can't even keep the cameras on the tripods because they keep getting blown over. So I think what we're going to do is this guy go first. Beautiful fish. Smashed it too. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pack the cameras away. We're gonna keep fishing for a while because you know what, the fish are still biting. We're having fun. It's great to be out, but I can't afford to replace any cameras. We don't want any more gear to fall over or get damaged or anything like that. And really, we've got enough fish for the camera, I think. We've got a pretty good video for you today. Certainly was exciting, but we're gonna keep fishing for a bit and see if we can get just a couple more before we have to pack it in. I'm hoping this wind doesn't drive us off too soon, but yeah, what a great day. Yeah, we lost a lot of fish, but when it came down to it, adjusting our tactics from last week, taking what we learned, applying it today, made all the difference in the world. We were far more productive. We had more bites overall. We ended up getting more fish on the bank and had a bonus rainbow trout to kind of throw in the mix there. Really happy with how it went. Goldie, I'm sure you had fun. Andrew had fun, but he's off playing Pokemon right now, so I think I'm going to reposition to get myself out of this wind. We're going to pull up a couple of lines, probably just fish one line each for the next little while, and yeah, just finish out a great day.